Hello students, myself Swapnil sir and welcome to our channel Adhan Defense Academy. Already we have started complete lecture series on 12th HSC board exam previous year question and their topics. So in my today's video, I'm going to explain to you all complete lecture series which completely based on the pair of straight line chapter. Okay, so already we have uploaded full length video. So if you wanted to understand each and every concept in detail, you may check it into my playlist. Okay, so in my today's video, I'm going to explain to you all first of all some basic concept related to the pair of straight line, and then at the end we'll go for some of the example which based on previous year board exam question paper. So as board exam coming closer, so we need to understand first of all basic concept, and then we have to solve some of the previous year question paper, so you will get a clear idea about how the examples are coming in your board exam. Okay, so without further ado, let's get start our today's lecture. First of all, we will understand some of the important concept which is needed in our example, and then we'll move for the finally for finding the solution of these examples. Okay, which is from previous year board exam questions. Okay, so in our pair of a straight line, already we have learned joint equation, separate equation, homogeneous equation, degree of homogeneous equation. After that, acute angle, some of the importance theorem, intersection of a point of coordinates. After that, the condition which satisfy for the pair of straight line conditions. Okay, necessary sufficient condition for a pair of straight line for our general equation. All these concepts we have learned. So we are going to recap only this condition here for our today's lecture. Okay, so we know that joint equation and combined joint equation or a separate equation. Okay, so when we have two different equation, okay, consider u which is equal to 0 and v which is equal to 0 as the equation. Okay, so u which is equal to 0 and v which is equal to 0, both are separate equation of pair of line. Okay, these are the separate equation of a pair of a line. Okay, and the joint equation of a pair of a line, it says that when we multiply these two equation like a u into v which is equal to 0. Okay, so when we take these two equation together, we multiply them, so we consider it as the joint equation of a pair of a line. Okay, joint equation of a pair of a line. Okay, that means joint equation and separate equation, these are the two different line equations. So when we multiply them, we get the joint equation, and when we factorize them, we get the separate equations. Okay, so that's it only for joint and a separate equation. After that, we will go for the order of a homogeneous equation of a degree 2. Okay, homogeneous equation means the equation like a x square plus twice of hxy plus by square, wherever degree gets 2. Okay, so we consider it as the homogeneous equation of a degree 2. Okay, so for example, if I consider ax square plus 2 times hxy plus by square which is equal to 0. So this one is the homogeneous equation of a degree 2. Okay, so this I hope these are the basic concepts for you all. After that, we need to understand how can we find the slope of a line. Okay, and after that, slope of line, when we have two slopes like m1 and m2. Okay, so we write addition for m1 and m2, addition for that two slope which is a minus 2h upon b, and m1 multiplied by m2 which is equal to a upon b. Okay, this relation between slopes we need to know. Okay, after that, general equation of pair of a line, it says that ax square plus 2 times hxy plus by square plus not b square y which is a by square plus twice of gx plus twice of fy plus c which is equal to 0. Okay, so this one we consider it as the general equation of our pair of line. Okay, so once we compare our equation with a pair of a line, then we have one more condition, that equation has to satisfy that pair of a line. Okay, So equation has to satisfy, that means we have to find out the determinant like a, b, c. Okay, after that we have to show this determinant. Okay, after a, b, c, after that we have to show h here. Okay, a, b, c, diagonal h, again diagonal g, again diagonal g here, and diagonal f here. Okay, so that means we have to show the determinant, this 3 by 3 determinant is a 0. That means our a pair of a straight line, equation of pair of straight line, it represent equation of pair of straight line. Okay, so that's it only. After that intersection of a point, we have to find out their coordinates. As examples are coming, so I will explain all of them in our example. Okay, so let's start our today's example lecture with some of the previous year question from the board exam. Okay, so as board exam is coming closer, so I'm expecting that you all are preparing well, but simultaneously we have to solve some of the examples from our board exam. Okay, so now see that I have taken all the latest questions which recently asked in your board exam. Okay, so question which asked for 3 marks, March 2023 board exam. Okay, so first of all, try to understand the meaning for joint equation of a coordinate axis. Okay, so first of all, we want the equation of coordinate axis. Equation of coordinate. Equation of coordinate axis. So we want the equation of coordinate axis. Okay, so equation of a coordinate axis means we have only two coordinate axes here in a two-dimensional geometry, like a x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so first equation for coordinate axis, which is the equation for x-axis. Okay, and we know that the equation of for x-axis means the point of coordinate y-axis which present there. Okay, that means equation of x-axis we write as y which is equal to 0. Secondly, the equation of y-axis. Okay, equation of y-axis. Okay, the equation of a y-axis means the point which is coming from the x-axis here, we have to write them only. Okay, so this one is the y-axis, this one is the x-axis. Okay, the equation for this x-axis is y which is equal to 0, and equation of this y-axis we consider it as the x which is equal to 0. Okay, so equation of a y-axis we write it as the x which is equal to 0. Okay, so we have two different equation for x-axis and y-axis. Now for finding the joint equation of our x and y-axis, what we do, we multiply these two different equation. Okay, so now I am having here equation of x-axis u which is equal to 0, equation of y-axis x which is equal to 0. Okay, and when we have u which is equal to 0 and v which is equal to 0 are the separate equation of our pair of line, and their joint equation it represent as u into v which is equal to 0 be the joint equation of our pair of line. Okay, now let me change the color. Yeah, so we want the joint equation, so this one is the joint equation. Okay, joint equation, that means we multiply these two equation together. Okay, so multiply these two equation, that means x which is equal to 0 and y which is equal to 0, multiply them, so we'll get the x into y which is equal to 0. Okay, so this one is our joint equation of a pair of a line. Now see that this question asks for 3 marks in a March 2023 board exam. Okay, nothing is there, just you need to understand what is the equation of x-axis, y-axis, and the definition for joint equation of a line and separate equation of a line. Okay, so that's it for this solution for this question. Now let's move for the another question which is from March board exam, March 2020 question paper, asked for 3 marks, and question it says that write the separate equation. What we want? Separate. We want the separate equation, okay, of a line. Now we have to prove converse part of a previous theorem, so we'll get the separate equation of line. Okay, Now see that we want the separate equation of line, means already we have given joint equation, okay, and joint equation it represent that u into v which is equal to 0, and separate equation means we have to find out u which is equal to 0 and v which is equal to 0. Both are the separate equation of our line, okay. Yes, now we have the equation. What is this joint equation given here? Joint equation given here, 5 times x square minus 9 times y square which is equal to 0. This one is our joint equation of a line, okay, and need to find out the separate equation for our line. So we can see that it seems like that our equation is in the form of some standard square, okay, like a square minus b square, and when we have a square minus b square, we write their expansion as a minus b into a plus b, okay. This is the expansion for a square minus b square, so we are going to use it into the subsequent solution, okay. So what we do, root 5x square, I can write it as the root 5 square, okay. Root 5 square means root and their square can be cancelled, okay. Root 5 square I written 5 I written as root 5 square, x square keep as it is, so we are adjusting the term from our example, okay. So root 5 square x square minus 9 can be written as 3 square y square which is equal to 0, okay. So take this square together for these two separate terms, so we will get the root 5 times x bracket square minus 3 times y bracket square which is equal to 0, okay. So our equation it says that a square minus b square which is equal to 0, that means a minus b into a plus b which is equal to 0, okay. So that means root 5 times x minus 3y into root 5 times x plus 3y which is equal to 0, okay. Now see that we have the multiplication. So what I have done, I just apply this standard form, okay, don't get confused. This is the after applied this form, I got this u into v which is equal to 0, okay. Now see that when we have multiplication of a two bracket which is equal to 0, okay, so multiplication of a two bracket equal to 0 means one of the bracket need to be a 0, that means u into v which is equal to 0 means u need to be a 0 or v need to be a 0, then and only then their product can be 0, okay. So if this multiplication 0, that means one of them need to be a 0, okay. That means root 5 times x minus 3 times y which is equal to 0, or 5 times x plus 3 times y which is equal to 0, okay. That means we got the u which is equal to 0 and v which is equal to 0, both are the separate equation of our line, okay. Now see that this one is a separate equation and this one is a separate equation, so we want in our solution only the separate equation. So this one I got the first separate equation and this one is the second equation separate, okay. Now see that this question asked for 3 marks in a March 2022 board exam, okay. Nothing is difficult here, I just need to find out the separate equation using our joint equation, okay. So as we do in our quadratic equation, polynomial equation, we are trying to take them into the factorization, two different factorization form, okay. So this one is our required answer. I'm expecting you all have understood this solution. Let's move for the next question. Okay, so we have next example, find the value of a k if one of the line given by, so what is the given line here, 6 times x square plus k times xy plus y square which is equal to 0, okay, is 2x plus y which is equal to 0, okay. So we have given this homogeneous equation of a degree 2, which is this equation, homogeneous equation, okay, equation of degree 2. So you have to explain what we have in our given example, okay, that need to explain your board exam, okay. So we have homogeneous equation of a degree 2, so we have to find out the auxiliary equation for our homogeneous equation of a degree 2. So after finding the auxiliary equation, we'll go for finding the slope of this line. Okay, now what do we do? First of all, we find the slope of our line. Okay, let's go for finding the slope of a line. Slope of a line, 2x plus y, which is equal to 0. Okay, so we want the slope of a line as a 2x plus y, which is equal to 0. Okay, now see that there are multiple way that we can find the slope of our line. Okay, but I will explain to you all one or two or three standard way that you may choose any one that you found suitable for you. Okay, that you find suitable for you. Now what we have here, equation of a line 2x plus y, which is equal to 0. When we have line as okay, let me rough it again. When we have line as y, which is equal to mx plus c, that m represent here slope of a line. That m represent here the slope of a line. Okay, so you may convert this equation in the form of this one, or if you, another way, this one is the first way for finding the slope. Let me explain another second way. Whenever we have equation x plus by plus c, which is equal to 0, is our equation of a line, then we write its slope as, okay, we write it is a slope as minus a divided by b. Okay, so you may use one or any one which you found which you found good for your calculation. Okay, and what you can remember, take it by as per the your way. Okay, now first of all I will explain with the first way, y which is equal to mx plus c. So convert our equation in the form of y which is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so y which is equal to minus 2 times x plus 0. So I written that 2x plus y which is equal to 0 as y which is equal to minus 2 times x plus 0. So compare with y which is equal to mx plus c. So c represent here as a 0. X compare minus 2x which is equal to m. Okay, so this will give us m which is equal to minus of 2. Okay, the value for m which is a minus of 2, which is the value for our slope. Okay, using first method. Now if you want second one, you can use second method too. Okay, second method says that if we have x plus by plus c, ax plus by plus c, which is equal to 0, that means 2x plus 1 into y plus 0, which is equal to 0. I written this equation in this form. Then slope can be found as a minus a upon b, that means minus 2 upon 1, which is equal to minus 2. Okay, see that this slope and this slope both are equivalent. Okay, you may use anything which you found good for you. Okay, so I'm expecting you all have understood this slope of our given line. Okay, now first of all find out the auxiliary equation for this line. Okay, so what is the auxiliary equation of given line? Okay, we want the auxiliary equation of a given line, which is the m square plus km. Okay, so you may consider here m square plus k times m plus 6, which is equal to 0. Okay, so we'll get the m square plus k times m plus 6, which is equal to 0. Okay, yes, this one is our required auxiliary equation of our line. Okay, so whenever we have homogeneous equation, we consider it is the m square plus km plus 6, which is equal to 0, as the auxiliary equation of our line. Okay, so as we have auxiliary equation, so we know that auxiliary equation it satisfy the slope of our given line, and slope can be satisfied to our required equation of a line. Okay, so where slope it is coming in our xy plane? Slope it is coming on our x and y axis. So that means x and y equation of x and y line. Okay, so that means that slope m which satisfy our given line. Okay, that means this m which is equal to minus 2 satisfy this line. That means if satisfy this line means m which is equal to minus 2 is the root of our given line. Okay, so put m which is equal to minus 2 here, minus 2 square plus k into minus 2 plus 6, which is equal to 0. Go for finding their solution. Okay, let me change the color. That will be the Good for you all. Minus 2 square, we can write it as the 4 plus k into minus 2, it is a minus 2k, okay, and plus 6, which is equal to 0, okay. So 4 plus 6 we write as the 10 minus 2k, which is equal to 0, okay. Go for the next step. So I will write it here, 10 minus 2k. So 2k, which is equal to 10, and k gives us a 10 by 5. We write k, which is equal to 10 by 2, okay. K gives us the 10 by 2. Why 10 by 2? Because it is a multiplicand here with the k. So when we take it to the other side, it goes to be the denominator. So we'll get the value for k as a 5, okay. So we have the value for k, which is equal to 5, that we want in our example, okay. So what we have done in our example, we taken here slope of a line first, okay. There are multiple ways for finding the slope. After that, I consider here auxiliary equation of our given line, okay. And once we get the value, that slope can be satisfy our auxiliary equation, okay, and which gives us the value for k, which is equal to 5, okay. I'm expecting you all have understood. Let's move for the another example. We have to show the equation 2x square plus 5xy represent pair of a line, okay. So we have given equation 2 times x square plus x times y minus y square plus x plus 4y minus 3, which is equal to 0, is our general equation of our line, okay. So it is given equation of our line, okay, and we have to compare with our standard form of our general equation of a line, okay. And the general equation, standard form of a general equation of a line, it says that ax square plus twice of hxy plus by square plus twice of gx plus twice of fy plus c, which is equal to 0, which is the general form of our equation of a line, okay. Now what we do, we compare them and try to find the values for a, h, b, g and f, okay. But why we want this value a, b, g, h, f, all of them? So there are some certain conditions, okay. Within that, we have to find out the value for one determinant. If that determinant goes to 0, that means our general equation of a line represent pair of a straight line, okay. So which determinant basically we have to find here, like a, b, c, okay. After that, here we have h, here we have h, okay, h. After that, we have here g, here we have g, and here we have f, here we have f, okay. So when that determinant goes to 0, okay, when that determinant goes to 0, then we say that our line represent a pair of a straight line, okay. This one is the necessary condition for pair of a line, okay. Then we will get line represent pair of straight line, okay. Our given line represent pair of a straight line. Now let's go for the calculation. Just replace the value and find out the solution, okay. So what is the value for a? Compare this one. Ax square is equal to 2x square. So we'll get the a, which is equal to 2, okay. After that, 2hxy, which is equal to xy. That means 2h, which is equal to 1, and then h gives us 1 by 2, okay. Again, by square is equal to negative y square. So b gives us negative 1, okay. 2g, which is x, which is equal to x, that means we get the 2g, which is equal to 1, okay. 2g, which is equal to n, that means 2gx, which is equal to x, then g gives us 1 by 2, okay. Value for g, which is a 1 by 2, and 2fy, which is equal to 4y, that means 2 times f, which is equal to 4, and f gives us the value 2, okay. 2fy, which is equal to 4y, and c, which is here, c is here as a negative of 3, okay. Okay, these are the our required values, okay. So first value for a, which is a 2, h, which is 1 by 2, b, which is my negative 1, g is a positive 1 by 2, and c is a negative of 3, okay. So put all of these values in our given determinant, okay. So if that determinant goes to 0, that means our line represent pair of a straight line, okay. So put the value for a, h, g. What is the value for a? 2. Value for h here 1 by 2, okay, which is 1 by 2. After that, value for g, what is the value for g? Which is 1 by 2. So it gives the 1 by 2, okay. Okay, then value for a b up and f c. Okay, what is the value for b, which is a negative 1, value for f, which is a 2, and value for c, which is a negative of 3. Okay, that means we have to find out this determinant. Okay, and if this determinant gives us the value 0, then we say that our given general equation of a line represent pair of a line. Okay, pair of a straight line. Let's go for finding the 3 by 3 determinant. Okay, I'm expecting that you all are already familiar with the pair of determinant matrix chapter. Okay, and if you have any doubt, difficulty with the determinant matrix, you may check it into the my playlist. You will get the more videos based on determinant and matrix. Okay, and even after you are not able to understand, let me know in my comment section. I will come up with the similar videos based on determinant and matrix. Okay, go for finding the determinant. Okay, let me change the color, so this one will be the good to find. Okay, so 2 here out bracket, so we take the this 2 by 2 determinant, so minus 1 into minus 3, it will be only 3, minus 2 2s are 4. Okay, this one is the first. Again, next negative of 1 by 2 under bracket minus 3 by 2. Okay, why minus 3 by 2? Because here 1 by 2 into minus 3, which is minus 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2 into 2, which is a 1. Okay, yes, let me write this one here 4 and here 2. Okay, after that plus 1 by 2 under bracket 1 by 2 into 2, which is 1 only. So negative of negative 1 by 2 into 1 minus 1. Okay, which is a positive. So plus 1 by 2. Okay, so this one is our next step. Let's go for calculation. 3 minus 4, which is a minus 1. Minus 1 into 2, minus 2. Okay, so it is a minus 2. Again, minus 3 by 2 minus 1. Okay, so minus 3 by 2 minus 1. How can we solve this? Minus 3 by 2 minus 1, take negative common. So negative 3 by 2 plus 1. Okay, yes, negative 3 by 2 plus 1. So negative of 3 by 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 plus 3, 5 by 2. So we get the negative 5 by 2. So negative 5 by 2 into negative, sorry, we have to go for the next step. We have negative of 5 by 2, which is the subtraction for this 2 bracket, minus 2, after that minus of 1 by 2 here. Okay, this minus 2, it comes here, after that minus 1 by 2, solution of this bracket here, plus 1 by 2, keep as it is, 1 plus 1 by 2, will get the 2 ones are 2 plus 1, which is a 3 by 2. Okay, so go for the finding next steps. Okay, this is just a basic calculations. So negative 2 as it is, negative negative positive, 1 multiplied by 5, 2 multiplied by 2, 4. Okay, plus 1 multiplied by 3, 2 multiplied by 2, 4. Okay, so negative 2 plus 5 plus 3, 8, 8 by 4. Okay, which is comes as a 8 by 4. So we get the next step, negative 2 plus 2, which gives us the value 0. Okay, so if our determinant gives us the value 0, then we say that our given general equation of a line represent pair of a straight line. Okay, I'm expecting you all have understood this solution. Let's move for the next example. Okay, so we have to find out the value for k if the equation kxy plus 10x plus 6y plus 4, which is equal to 0, which represent a pair of a straight line. Okay, so what we have equation, kxy plus 10x, kxy plus 10x plus 6y plus 4, which is equal to 0. Okay, which is a given equation of a general equation of a line, and it already given this line represent pair of a straight line. Okay, that means it can satisfy given 3 by 3 determinant. Okay, what it does, okay, just a minute, let me change this 10. Okay, this line, okay, this one is a 10. Okay, this one is a 10x. Okay, we have given kxy plus 10x plus 6y plus 4, which is equal to 0. Okay, which satisfy which represent pair of a straight line. Okay, what it does, represent pair of straight line. Okay, what it does, it represent pair of a straight line. Okay, and if our general equation represent pair of a straight line, that means it gives us the value of a 3 by 3 determinant is 0. Okay, so at the beginning what we do, we compare this equation with the general form of a pair of a line. Okay, so which is a ax square plus twice of h xy plus by square, okay, plus twice of gx plus twice of fy plus c, which is equal to 0. Okay, compare these two equation, you will get the required values for ABC, and then at the end what you need to do, you have to put this value in the determinant a b c. Okay, and that determinant need to be a 0. Okay, so it will be h, again g, again f. Okay, put all these values here, you will get the required answer. And if given represent pair of a straight line, that means this one always hold. Okay, this one always hold, because already given in our question, we don't have to show it, this one. Okay, don't have to show that property, just it is already given. Okay. Okay, now compare this equation with our standard form of equation. Now we can see that ax square, it is not the term, so try to create this step in the form of ax square. Okay, a into x square. Okay, a into x square, that means we don't have the term of a into x square, so we write 0 into x square plus twice of hxy, yeah, it is term there, so k times xy, keep as it is, plus by square, not a term, so 0 times b square, write this one, twice of gx, which is equal to 10x, it is given. Okay, 10 times x is there. Okay, after that twice of fy, which is equal to 6y, given, plus c, which is equal to plus 4, given, which is equal to 0. Okay, now compare both of these equation, compare this equation with this equation, you will get the required value for a, b, g, h, f. Okay, and put all these values here, so you will get the required answer. Okay, so value for a, we write it is the 0. Yeah, it is x square is equal to 0 x square, that means a is a 0. Twice of h is equal to k. Okay, we get the next term, twice of h, which is equal to k here. After that by square is equal to 0 b square, so that means next term b, which is equal to not a b square, it is a y, 0 y square is there. Okay, okay, 0 into y square is there. Okay, so twice of h is equal to k, then by square, which is equal to 0 y square, that means b is a 0, twice of gx, which is equal to 10, next term twice of g, which is equal to 10. Okay, after that twice of fy, it is remaining. Okay, twice of fy, which is equal to 6, 2f, which is equal to 6 here. Okay, and then c, which is equal to 4. Okay, okay, find out the value for h, which is a k by 2. Okay, after that g, which is equal to 10 by 5 means 5, 10 by 2 means 5, and 2f, which is equal to 6, that means f, which is equal to 6 by 2 means 3. Okay, these all are the required values. So we have a0, h k by 2, b0, g5, and f, which is a 3. All are the values for our a, b, g, h. Okay, so put all these value in our 3 by 3 determinant, so you will get the required answer. Okay, well, let me change the color. Yeah, put the value in our 3 by 3 determinant, so our 3 by 3 determinant, it comes as ahg, that means 0, k by 2, 5. Okay, so first call row 0, then we have next h is a k by 2, and at the end g, which is a 5. Okay, okay, so k by 2 here same, and 5 it is same here. Okay, after that we have bf, fc. Okay, what is the value for b? 0, f, what is the 3? Okay, and value for c we have here 4. Okay, put all of these values here, and that means if our equation satisfy pair of straight line, that means it shows that this determinant is always 0. Okay, now go for finding the solution. Now we can see that 0 into this 2 by 2 determinant, which is a 0. Next minus k by 2 under determinant, k by 2 multiplied by 4. Okay, that means 2k remain here. Okay, k by 2 multiplied by 4, so 2 4s are 2 2s are 4. Okay, so it remain 2. Then 5 3s are 15, minus 15. So what I have done with the k by 2, I found the value for 2 by 2 determinant here, 2k, which is equal to 15, 2k minus 15, plus 5. At the end we will get the k by 2 multiplied by 3. Okay, so 3k divided by 2. Okay, okay, so using this one, 3k by 2 minus 0. Okay, so which is equal to 0. Okay, so go for finding the calculations. Minus k by 2 into 2k. Okay, that means 2 cancel, so minus k square remain. Okay, minus 15 minus k by 2. Okay, so that means plus 15k divided by 2. Okay, plus multiply 5 under bracket, so 5 3s are 15k divided by 2, which is equal to 0. Already 0, it is remain as it is. Okay, yes, so we can see that minus k by 2 into 2, which is a minus k square, minus minus, next step it goes to be the positive. Okay, this minus plus, and multiply next it is here. Okay, so minus k square plus 15k by 2 plus 15k by 2, that means 2 times 15k by 2, and 2 get cancelled, we left here with the value 15k, which is equal to 0. Okay, so take k common from here, so minus k plus 15, which is equal to 0. Okay, that means which gives k which is equal to 0 or k which is equal to 15. Okay, so we got the value for k here, k which is equal to 0 or k which is equal to 15. Okay, because multiplication over these two terms is 0, means both of the term, one of the term from these two multiplication need to be a 0. Okay, so this is our required answer for our question. We have to find out the value for k for this general equation of a line. Okay, now see that question asks for 4 marks in a October 2015 board exam. Okay, so I'm expecting you all have understood. Now let's move for the next question. Okay, okay, next question we have here. We have to show that the equation we have given general equation x square minus 6xy plus 5y square plus 10x minus 14y plus 9, which is equal to 0. Okay, so general equation x square next minus 6y. Okay, let me write the question first, then I will explain its solution. Okay, so we have given equation x square minus 6xy plus 5y square plus 10x minus 14y plus 9, which is equal to 0. Okay, this one is given as the general equation, and we have to show that our first claim is here. What we have first claim? We have to prove this represent this represent pair of a line. Okay, we have to find show it represent pair of a line. Okay, so this represent pair of a line. Okay, so if our given general equation represent pair of a line, so means we have to show that we have to compare with ax square plus twice of hxy plus by square plus twice of gx plus twice of y plus c, which is equal to 0. So we have to compare both of these equation. Okay, and find out the value for our ah. Okay, now let's find out the value, and then at the end put this value in our determinant. So if this determinant goes to the 0, then we say that our equation represent pair of a straight line. Okay, so abc. After that we have here we have h, here we have g, here we have h, here we have g, and here f. Okay, okay, so these are the values which we have to find. This one is a g here. Okay, this one is the value for g. Now compare this both of the equation and find out the value for a, h, g, h, b, f, and g of c. Okay, okay, so value for a, which is x square is equal to x square. That means the value for a, which is equal to 1. Okay, twice of hxy, which is equal to minus 6xy. That means twice of h, which is equal to minus 6. Next, by square is equal to 5y square. So b, which is equal to 5. Next, twice of g, which is equal to 10. Yes, twice of gx, which is equal to 10x. Okay, that means twice of g, which is equal to 10. 2f, which is equal to minus 14. Minus 14. 2f, which is equal to minus 14, and c, which is equal to 9. Okay, these all are the value, we know it here. Okay, you put all these value in our result. Okay, so that means h, which gives us minus 3, A which is equal to already 1, H is a minus 3, B which is equal to already 5, G which is equal to 10 by 2 means G is a 5, 2F is equal to negative 14, that means F is equal to negative of 7. Okay. Now put all these value in our determinant. Now see that what are the values are coming in our determinant. Okay, so AHG, that means 1 minus 3 G 5, HBF, H minus 3 B which is a 5, B is a 5. Okay, and value for F, it is a negative 7. Okay, GFC. Okay, what is the value for G? 5. Value for F, it is a minus 7, and value for C, it is here 9. Okay. Okay, so we have to show this determinant goes to 0. Okay, so if this determinant goes to 0 here, that means our given equation of a general line represent pair of a straight line. Okay, need to find out the calculation. Okay, so at the end, after finding this 3 by 3 determinant, you will get the our determinant as having value 0. Okay, so this determinant which gives determinant which is equal to 0. Okay, so if determinant goes to 0, that means our general equation represent pair of a straight line. Okay, our general equation represent pair of a straight line. Now let's move for the next part of the question. Find the acute angle between them. Okay, we have the line, we have to find out the acute angle. For finding the acute angle, we know that we have to find acute angle, we have to find tan theta. Okay, tan theta. Okay, and we know that tan theta can be written as 2 times h square minus ab upon a plus b as a acute angle for our tan theta. Okay, now put the value for h, a, b, a and b in our example, you will get the required answer. Okay, so 2 times h square, h square means minus 3 square, minus 3 square which gives 9, minus a multiplied by b, a multiplied by b, 1 multiplied by 5 which is a 5. Okay, so h square, what is the value for h, which is a minus 3. Okay, so 9 minus 5 divided by, okay, 2h which is equal to minus 6. Yeah, so 9 minus 5 upon a plus b, a plus b means we have a1 and b5. Okay, 1 plus 5, it is like this. Okay, so 9 minus 5, it gives us a 4. Okay, 9 minus 5 4, and 4 is under out of square root, we will get the 2, and 2 to the upper here value 4, and 1 plus 5 which is a 6. Okay, so we write it as the 2 by 3. Okay, so we got the value for tan theta which is equal to modulus of a 2 by 3. Okay, tan theta is a modulus of a 2 by 3. But what we want the acute angle. Okay, and acute angle means we want the value for theta. Okay, angle means what we want, theta. Okay, so we want the value for theta. Okay, for finding the theta, take the tan to the other side. So if we have image at one side, so we'll get the pre-image at other side. Okay, using domain relation function chapter. Okay, so you need to understand these concepts. Okay, theta which is equal to tan inverse of 2 divided by 3 is our required answer for theta. Okay, I'm expecting that you all have understood the solution for our second part. Okay, now next what we are, how to find the point of intersection of a line. Okay, okay, what we want here point of we have to find out the point of intersection of a line. Okay, for finding the point of intersection of a line, what we do here, okay, we know the two standard form of a result. Okay, so we have to use these results here for finding the point of intersection. Okay, so point of intersection can be written as hf minus bg upon ab minus h square as a first coordinate, hf minus bg upon ab minus h square as a first coordinate. Okay, and the second coordinate we write as a gh minus af upon AB minus h square as a second coordinate. Okay, these are the point of intersection. Okay, now see that the h of BG, GH, AF, AB, h all are the value. We have to take these values from here. Okay, go for the substitution of these values because we don't have sufficient space here for writing the solution. It is the part of just a calculation. Okay, so go for the finding the calculations. Okay, h of BG, put all these values here and go for the calculation. So at the end you will get the value for here, value for these two coordinates. So I'll give you directly the two coordinates here. The remaining part of the calculation you have to do it by yourself. Okay, so the required coordinate for our HF minus BG, GH minus AF as a 1 and 2. Okay, so this is our required coordinate 1 and 2. Okay, go for the calculation. These are the just positive, subtraction, addition, small calculations are there. I'm expecting that you will have understood this example. Okay, nothing is difficult. Question asked for 4 marks in March 2014 board exam and July 2019 board exam. Okay, so quite easy question this one. Okay, I'm expecting you all have understood. Let's move for the next question. Okay, this one is the last question for our today's lecture. Okay, question it is also quite easy. Similar, we have to solve similar like a previous one. Okay. Okay, so we have the equation, standard equation, px square minus 8xy plus 3y square 14x plus 2y plus k, which is equal to 0. Okay, this one is our given equation, general equation of a line given. Okay, and we have to find out the value for p and k, p which is equal to what and k which is equal to what. Okay, we want these two values. Okay, now this question asked in your board exam for July 2016 board exam, October 2013 board exam, July 2017 board exam and March 2019 board exam. Okay, for 4 marks. Okay, now see that how many times this question repeated. Okay, we don't have anything difficult in our question, we just have to apply some basic concepts here. Okay, okay, now what we do, first of all, put these values in our general form of a standard equation and find out the value for a, b, g, h and all the equation. Okay, as we have done earlier in our previous example. Similarly we have to follow it here. Now let's compare this value first with our standard form of equation. Okay, so standard form of equation, it says that x square plus twice of h xy plus by square plus twice of gx plus twice of e of y plus c which is equal to 0. Okay, compare these two equation. Okay, x square plus twice of hxy plus by square plus twice of gx plus twice of fy plus c which is equal to 0. Now compare them and find out the value for a here remaining variable. Okay, let's go for finding the value. Okay, value for ax square which is equal to px square, that means a which is equal to p. Okay, first twice of hxy which is equal to minus 8xy. Okay, 2h is equal to minus 8 and h is equal to minus 4. Okay, h is equal to minus 4, it is coming. Why minus 4? Because it goes to the 2, it is coming here as a denominator, so it gives us a minus 4 value. Okay, then next twice of hxy plus by square, so value for by square is equal to 3y square, value is a b. Okay, twice of gx which is equal to 14x, so 2g which is equal to 14 and then g gives us the value 7. Okay, value for g is a 7. Twice of f which is equal to 2, then f which is equal to 1. Okay, we have twice of f which is equal to 2, then f is equal to 1, then c which is equal to k. Okay, compare these values, you will get the required all the values here. Okay, now first we have the value for a which is equal to p, second h is a minus 4, b which is equal to 3, g which is equal to 7, c which is equal to minus k and f which is equal to 1. All are the required value for our question. Okay, okay, now what do we do here, let's go for the next condition. So it represent pair of a perpendicular line. Okay, and when we have pair of a perpendicular line or parallel line, for parallel we use for parallel line we use their slope m1 which is equal to m2, and for perpendicular line we use m1 into m2 which is equal to -1. Okay, their product as a -1. Okay, so this is for condition for perpendicular line, and with using this condition for perpendicular line we also write as their a plus b which is equal to 0. Okay, that means we have to use a plus b which is equal to 0 as a condition for our perpendicular line. Okay, so that means line perpendicular, so we write as the a plus b which is equal to 0. Okay, so a which is equal to here p, and the value for b here 3. Okay, p plus 3 which is equal to 0, so it gives p which is equal to minus of 3. So I got the value for p as a -3. Similarly we have to find out the value for k. Okay, so already it is given this equation represent pair of a line. Okay, and if it is represent a pair of a line, so it has to satisfy the determinant. Which determinant? A, B, C, H, G, G, F, F. Okay, this determinant has to be a 0, then and only then we say that our given determinant satisfy pair of a straight line. Okay, now substitute all the value, revert it back here. Okay, the value for a is a p, and p which is equal to -3, so a which is equal to -3, so a which is equal to -3. Value for h here -4. Okay, so -4 here, -4 here. After that g, value for g here 7 here. Okay, here 7. Okay, then a value for b and c, value for b we have here 3, value for c it is here k. Okay, and left the value for f. Okay, and the value for f it is a 1 here. Okay, so find out this 3/3 determinant, as we have just only the constant k which present in our 3/3 determinant. So our the value for k it will become after solving this determinant. Okay, so I'm not going to explain this 3/3 determinant, as we have explained similar determinant example in my previous slide. Okay, so if you are interested, then go from my previous slide and see that if you didn't understand them. Okay, so I directly am going to write the answer for it here, which is the k which is equal to, after solving this you will get the negative of 8. Okay, this is our required solution. Okay, so we have the value for p and k. Okay, we have the value for p and k using this one. Okay, now see that how easy type of the questions are coming in our board exam. Okay, nothing is difficult here. Okay, I'm expecting you all have understood. Okay, let's go for the complete recap what we have done in our today's lecture. First of all, we found the general solution and a principal we first of all we have found the combined equation and a separate equation. Okay, first we found separate equation and joint equation. Okay, first we found here separate equation and joint equation. Once we get these values, separate equation and joint equation, we went for the finding the homogeneous equation of a degree 2. Okay, and after homogeneous of a degree 2 and degree of a homogeneous equation. Okay, so for example we consider as the x square plus twice of hxy plus by square which is equal to 0 as a homogeneous equation of our degree 2. Okay, after this we went for the acute angle. Okay, for finding the theta using acute angle of our pair of straight line, so we taken as a theta which is equal to tan theta which is equal to under modulus 2 times h square minus ab upon a plus b. Okay, so we use this result for finding acute angle. After that we have taken general equation of a pair of straight line, which is a ax square plus twice of h xy plus by square plus twice of gx plus twice of fy plus c which is equal to 0. We have taken this general equation. Using this general equation we found the value constant a, b, g, h and f. After getting this constant, we substitute this value in our determinant. So if that determinant goes to 0, we write which determinant? A, b, c. Okay, h, g, f, f. Okay, if that determinant goes to 0, our given equation of a line represent what? It represent pair of straight line. Okay, okay, this one is our complete recap of our today's lecture. I'm expecting that. I hope you all have understood everything. Even after, if you found anything difficult, let me know in my comment section. I will come up with the similar videos. Okay. So thank you everyone. Thank you for my today's lecture.